We illuminate the whole show. You feel me?
You are now listening to my favorite DJ, Mr. Favorite.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Showlove Sharegame video podcast. Today we have RICO with us from Rick's Magazine. Funny how we got here. I met him a couple times in the gym, and yesterday we just started talking, and you started telling me kind of like what you have going on, and you know, this show is all about positivity, uplifting, and we want to showcase people that are doing something positive. And everything you were saying that you were doing fit right in. So that's why you're here today. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome RICO from Rick's Magazine.
It's my pleasure being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. So what is Rick's Magazine?
RIC stands for Racing Import Exotic. Started in 2000, I say 99 to 2000. That's when it started. And it started as an online, website like you usually are. Okay. And then from there in 2004 or 5, I decided to come out with the magazine publication. We did really well online, so I figured the next move is go public, a publication. And it actually was a definitely big difference in beginning for me. Something I'd never done before, something I had to try. And when somebody tells me I can't do it, I just go for it. I just make it happen. But I was into the lifestyle. I grew up on the lifestyle, so I want everything to be that lifestyle. So cars, fashion, music, everything that brought our community together. And at that time, it was very big. It was different. Nobody was doing publications. It was definitely out of reach for a lot of people. And I was able to step into that market and try something different. So I was super excited to try it. And with no experience, nobody taught me. And when I reached out for people to help me, wasn't happening. Everyone's like, nah. So literally, I had to learn step by step. And it was definitely a great journey. A lot of work, a lot of efforts, lost a lot of money, but also regain that in the future because I looked at long term, not short term. And it was a great experience.
And that is the harder route, right? When you have to do everything yourself and learn everything yourself. But I believe that also kind of molds and shapes you into what you are today, right? And sometimes even better.
Yeah.
And when you say you started in 2000, was that in Union? Because I read like your bio on the website.
Yeah.
And it said you guys started in Union, New Jersey.
Yeah, I started in Union, New Jersey. And it's funny because the original name was called Rising Imports Only. And when I got into the business, before I got into it, I owned a computer company and I sold my accounts. And I moved into this new world that I wanted to try. And from that, I met another gentleman that I saw his company was called Explosion, something like that. And I said, hey, you're good at doing this, and I'm good at doing this. Why don't we combine our talents? I promise you. And what I did was, it was funny how it happened was I said to him, listen, you give me 1 year. I'm going to buy your company for $1. He looked at me like, what? I said, $1. Here it is. And in 1 year, I'm going to make us money. I'm going to make a name for ourselves. So right off the bat, he said, all right, I took your $1. I said, I need you focus on this. You put the vision out in the what we call the web, the universe, right? And I'll take care of the marketing and all the strategy. And from there, I did my part. He did his. I did all the strategy and planning, and it worked out well. We had a good game plan, and it grew from that 1 year. It just blew up because he was able to take that knowledge that I kept pitching him, and he made it come to life on the internet. And I took everything on the corporate side. And that worked out really well for the next 7 years, and then I bought him out. Not in a bad way. I bought him out because I had the vision going to another level, and he had the vision of just having fun with it, but not taking it too serious.
I gotcha.
And I needed to grow. So I was able to buy him out, and I took off with the company, and it did really well for those years that I had. So I was successful. But
awesome. Well, congratulations on that, man.
Thank you.
Planning big events like you have, because I went on your Instagram and your website, and first of all, amazing vehicles, amazing cars, the way you organize it. What goes into planning an event of that magnitude?
Well, these car shows come in different layers. So you have your small mom and pop car shows. They could do them here right now. You could do like 30 cars in here, let's just say. Anybody could do car shows. It really is, it's not, rocket science. You could do this. It's just how much of the effort, what type of show you want to produce, and are you doing it for the money, or you're doing it for the fame, or you're doing it like everybody has their own interests, right? So those are the layers you got to look at. So my layer is that I definitely it is a business that I have. Some people do it for the fun. Some people do it for the clubs. Where the money goes is up to them. Mine's when I do my shows, I do it definitely for the love. But I am a business. I do have people that work. I do have to do payroll. It is an investment, and money goes out, money comes in, money goes out. It's like an everyday business. But I do take the love and passion. I put a lot of efforts into it, right?
I respect
so it is a lot of work. People think it's, people say, yes, it's a great, if you do it right, you can get a good income coming back in, but you also got to put back. You got to look at the long term. My car shows are very stressful. The amount of customer service, replying, the DMs, the making sure the judges and the team, it's a lot. So
Flyers,
you have your
promotion,
all
you
that,
know.
all that.
I could imagine.
Yeah. So you have you have your judging team. You have depending how big the show is. So you need at least 5 or more to do a massive show. So I always look at it, if you get 300 or more, it should be 5 or more. If you do under 300, you could do 4 guys, depending. And then you have to have your infrastructure of your staff that controls the gate entry point. Then you have your door entry point.
Yeah.
Then you
No,
have
it's
to
a
have
lot.
your security.
Oh, yeah.
All this comes into play.
yeah.
And then you have to set up your stage manager for your entertainment. A lot in the, oh my God, it's a lot
People
of
just
work.
see like a person from the outside coming in. It's like we walk through it. We're like, wow, this is so nice. Everything is set up nice. The behind the scenes to get to that point and to make everything run smooth, I could imagine. It's like that saying. I don't know if you've seen it. Like people see success. They just see a straight line going up, but they don't see the scribble in between that you have to go through in order to get there. So, all right. So Rico, how do you ensure that your events cater to both hardcore automotive enthusiasts and casual attendees? How do you balance that?
Okay, so how I balance those two out is by giving them a show that they both would appreciate. And the two markets, I try to blend them in, which is not easy. But as long as I market to those two, I think I can bring them into my world and let them experience a Rick's event. So it's something that I've struggled for quite a while. It's really hard because we're broken into a bunch of layer cakes that everybody wants to have a piece of and nobody really wants to share.
Yeah.
So it's tough on this market, but I work really hard. I give them a hell of a show. I put out as much as I can for them to say, that's the place I want to be at. And what's that next question you got for me? I love
All
it.
right, I got one more
Yes,
for
one
you,
more,
right?
One more.
What has been your most memorable event and why?
Man, I've been doing this since 2002, right? So that's a lot of shows.
Wow.
That's a lot of shows I have, and I've been to a lot of shows. The most memorable event.
And why?
The one I really liked that's really caught my attention for me in the past, there was a show that I really liked. It was in Jersey City called Slam by the harbor.
Okay.
We had drifting and car show right on the harbor bay looking over Statue of Liberty, Liberty
Very
Park.
nice. Very nice.
It was crazy, chaotic, but it was one of the shows that I really can always remember that was one hell of a damn show.
Why do you think that was?
Because I was able
what about it?
I was able to do something that nobody can do. I love doing things that nobody can do. And I was able to do this right on the waterfront. Not twice, but 3 times, and it was great. And I had a great time there. Like, we did drifting. Nobody done drifting on the waterfront in Jersey City. It was unheard of. And I was able to pull that off. And everybody's like, this is great. Unfortunately, we outgrew that venue.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day we can go back because we shut down the city of Jersey City, just like we did Elizabeth. We did that as well. We did Tokyo Meet. So I have to keep moving to different places to find different garages or different venues that could accommodate 500 or more. Yeah. And it's tough because it's a lot of marketing to put these shows on, but I love it. But I think that's the one that kind of sticks to me right now that I hope to get back.
I'm sure you will, man.
I hope
I'm sure
so.
you will. You seem like, you set your mind to something and you make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, sounds like a dope event. And I'm looking forward to actually going to, which we can talk about.
Yeah.
You have an event coming up, which this is your 3rd year?
This is 3rd year for Santacon 3.0. We started Santacon in a club, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. But then I said, you know what? I like to move it out and switch it, because Santacon is known as Hoboken, Jersey City, New York, drinking and going crazy.
Okay.
So, and there's a tradition of Toys for Todd. That's what the Marines.
Yep.
Everybody
Yep.
knows those. But I wanted to be different. I wanted to be a little outside the box. So I said, Santacon's got this other vibe going on, so let me take my Santacon and change it for this cause. And it actually worked. And then people were like, oh, I love Santacon.
Yeah.
And people think like, you could dress up for it, but it's actually car show raising toys for the community that I
awesome, bro.
support. And I
Love it.
support Elizabeth, New Jersey. I've been doing it every year now, third year, in front of City Hall, and it's actually grown to be a big, successful event. Last year, I think I got about 3,000 toys.
That's awesome.
That's
man. I love
it was amazing.
I
Thank
love
you
it.
to
Yeah.
all the car community and the people who came out to drop toys off. Without them, these shows are not possible. But it's a together show, you know?
Yeah.
I put my part, they put their part,
Yeah.
and now we have an event for them to enjoy.
That's awesome,
you know?
bro.
So,
I love it. I love it. And I'll post a flyer of it, you know.
Thank you.
So, no, absolutely, bro. I love that. And, you know, that was one of the points that, you know, wanted me to have you here, you know, is because something like that, I really do appreciate. And you know, I love what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate that you're, you know, progressing and moving forward, and that's why I'm here. I want to support. I love to see
Thank you.
this type, because
Thank you.
there's many opportunities we can all grow together. Together, we could do big things. But when we separate ourselves and take sides, we're destroying opportunities.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Just don't judge me too hard, because, you know, I'm new at this, and I've always been shy in front of the camera and the microphone, so,
too.
you know.
I'm a behind-the-scene guy. I
No,
don't like to be in the
100%,
front
me
of
too.
things. But I
Trust
think
me.
it's time for me to step out the box and get out there,
Listen,
right?
this
We
is-
need to do this.
This is why, and you know, I've been reading a lot lately, and I've always come across that in order to get to that next level, you have to get in an uncomfortable position or scenario. You know, that's what kind of takes you to the next step or whatever. You
To be
know,
challenged,
so,
to be
yeah,
pushed into a corner,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So, and people are gonna see you right now like, oh, he don't got it like there, or like they look at this small little operation, but trust me, in 2 years it's gonna be big. You're gonna have your own little.
Yo, Rico,
yeah.
you just blew me up. They can't really see the whole operation.
Oh no, but it's a big operation.
I'm just
It's a
kidding,
big
bro. Nah,
operation.
I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but
man.
it's
all
but the
good.
way you have it
Yeah,
set up
yeah.
is really nice. I
No.
like it. I really like it.
I appreciate
really
it, bro.
like
No,
this.
listen, I appreciate you taking the time. Also, something that I like to ask, right, on this show, every episode, to everyone, because everyone has a different answer.
Right.
Question is, what do you do to deal with like stress or mental health? You know, what helps you?
Okay. My most enjoyable time for me is really, be honest with you, is going to the gym. That has been my detox. That has been my happy place.
I agree.
I love it. It saved my life multiple times.
Yeah.
By going to the gym, helped me take away a lot of the stress, the anger. I mean, I am getting a little older, so it is getting tougher and harder to stay in shape. But doing the gym is definitely something I enjoy. Riding my motorcycle, I like a lot
Awesome.
now.
Absolutely.
And just staying in my lane and just minding my business now.
Yeah.
It's definitely enjoyable.
No, but I can relate with the gym.
Yeah.
Physical activity.
Yes.
You know, that helps. It's helped me tremendously as well. You know, I ride bicycles. I ride a motorcycle too,
Bicycles,
by the way.
oh,
so
I
maybe
love
we can get
bicycles,
together
right.
and we can ride.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, bicycles.
Bicycle
That for
or
me,
motorcycle?
both.
Okay, because
I
do
ride-
both.
I ride
Like
bicycle and a
yeah,
motorcycle,
Yeah, right,
yes.
yeah. Also, hiking is a great thing to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Love hiking as
I love
well.
going up hiking in the mountains. Try Mount Tammy. Great place to go
I've been
to.
there. I've been there.
Great
Yeah,
place, right?
yeah,
I do it at least
absolutely.
twice
Beautiful,
a year.
beautiful.
Fall and spring, I
Yeah.
always do it. It's a great
Yeah.
place to go.
And again, Rico, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank
you
you.
know, thank you for your time.
Thank
and you know, until next time.
Absolutely.
We illuminate the whole show. You feel me?
You are now listening to my favorite DJ, Mr. Favorite.
The whole show. You feel me? Else don't accumulate like snow. We don't just shine. We illuminate the whole show.